Everybody was one law. Everybody was equal. There was no poor Israelite. We all look like royalty. We all look like kings and priests. So that's the reason why Jake have it in them to stunt the way they do. The way Jake like to flaunt, you know, their apparel and their jewelry.
Spinning rims.
Yeah. Because that's naturally in us, man. So when we see these devils prospering, Jake envy that. But we're not supposed to envy that, you know. We understand how Esau got it. You know, we're gonna get it in righteousness.
Verse 3.
Somebody get us Psalm 37.
Psalm 73 and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
See? Yeah. King David was like, man, like, I'm envious at that, man.
I'm gonna jump down.
Look how these motherfuckers living. You know? Especially the top, like the Rothschilds, man. See, this is a typical day for a Rothschild. Nobody know who he is. He's in a tailor-made $50,000 suit, 100% silk. You know, just no blemish on it, no wrinkle. And he just walking on his daily life. He's in England somewhere, and then he goes over to a boutique store, and everything in there, you ain't walking out of there without spending at least $20,000-$30,000.
That's all he does.
At the minimum. He goes up in there like, I like that alarm clock. You know, it looks like it's very top shelf. It looks like it's high quality. What year was this made? Oh, this was manufactured in Vienna in 1854. Okay, let me get that.
Even though I won't use it, because I wake up when I want to.
I just want to have it. I just want that in my possession.
He has a special palace somewhere in England or someplace like that, filled with nothing but art and collectible items and rarities and like the coolest shit you can imagine. He has it, and it's just sitting there, and he shows it off to presidents when they come over to see it. You know?
Yeah, that one little artifact can feed a whole.
Just gonna say that.
They could stop global starvation and poverty with just the little artifacts and you know, boutiques and shit that they buy.
They could pay off the whole national debt.
Yeah.
Still have money. They'd still be the richest.
Yeah.
I was watching one of their documentaries, and they have like these. Of course, they have special chefs. For that guy, one of the Rothschilds. Every 3 minutes, they boil an egg for him, and if he doesn't come home at that time, they throw the eggs away, and they boil a new one until he actually comes home, and he gets that fresh 3-minute egg. Because it's like you should watch it, bro. I was like,
the frivolous
these
bullshit.
motherfuckers, dude. You know, like they boil eggs, bro.
You
And
think that's something? Wait till we get in our kingdom.
Yeah, they boil eggs, and every 3 minutes they throw them away because they're not fresh enough. If he comes home 5 minutes after, the egg is it's no good.
Two eggs in the
You know. So now they need. These motherfuckers are living like lavish, bro. We can't even. I mean, we can only imagine all the things they do. You know.
But they're doing it left-handed.
Yeah.
You don't do stuff like that, man.
I was gonna jump down to verse 16 on Psalms chapter 73. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then understood I their end.
Yeah. Now we understand their end. And that's what we were saying earlier. Your conditions of slavery or of captivity haven't changed, but your understanding is what has made you mentally and spiritually free. Okay?
Yeah, like the scripture says, we were envious, you know, But now,
we saw what was going to happen to
until
them.
now we
living that way, yeah.
now we see what their end is gonna be, you know. And I'm gonna go on. Verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
Yep.
Thou castest them down into destruction.
Yep. You set them up to be cast down and destroyed. You know, it looks like they're living all high and mighty and lofty, but their end is to be destroyed.
Verse 19. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors.
Right? And that's what's about to go down. When this kingdom collapses and they're destroyed by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, and the chariots and the angels, by the elect, by the missiles of the other nations, hey man, everything's going to change in that moment. They're going to be terrified.
You're terrified at this.
Gone.
So, there got 7 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's funny,
Devils is terrified.
I feel bad. I don't feel bad.
Nah,
you know,
fuck them.
I was looking at the women like, I was gonna say like, we're gonna take them and just keep them for our children's playthings, right? But I'm over here as a fucking predator warrior looking at them like, shit go down, I can take him. I can take him. Just, you know, I'm thinking on war type shit.
Gone.
You know, I think I can take out 2 or 3 of them. You know? 'Cause that's what it's
And
gonna
when
be.
that spiritual power comes,
Oh, bro.
Tells y'all it's gonna be a chase road.
Chase road.
Say shit like, you don't run, don't run. You know how cops tell us to freeze? Say shit like that, freeze. I have to run after your ass and it really hurts you. But we meditate terror on that day, man. When we get the power, we gonna meditate terror on
they're gonna get that Brightburn on their ass.
man.
You know?
Drop you
Hey,
from the sky like a
that
drone.
kill that with how he did his mom at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something that I meditate on.
Yeah.
I want to do that shit.
Hell yeah. You threw a damn plane on her after.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
God, yeah.
Hate that bitch, man.
Hey, I meditate on that. You know? I want to be able to grab an Edomite and just take him, drop him.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Which will
Swift as the eagle flight.
Oh yeah.
you know? Hey.
Excuse me? Oh yeah. Well, okay. All right.
All right.
The,
We will. Just not right now, but we will.
the way they tortured us, our people,
Oh, see, now I'm not going to do it. Never mind.
the way that the
Okay, you remember that.
But he just needed a prayer.
Yeah.
Worked out.
To benefit himself. He didn't need a prayer anytime. Anything. He wanted to.
Hey, man.
Hey,
It's a
that's
fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
hey, Lord, what did that motherfucker get ran over right
I
now?
was about to say, somebody
Into
flipped the
pieces.
slip off. Somebody flipped the
Into
The
slip
Most
off.
High already got him in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
already,
yeah.
he's
He's
already
tormented
being
with them
judged.
demons.
Demons are.
Oh,
They're having a live band on his fucking.
They having a party in his head right now.
He gonna keep saying that until the Most High get him.
sounds like
Don't stop making
lightning
step off the
down
curb.
his head.
Whatever he do. That's
That was a Gadite. Yeah. That's a Gadite right there.
I bet if it was 6 Edomites up here, he wouldn't have said shit. He would have been.
Probably would have bounced.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he?
I was finished reading Psalms 7. Well, at least what I had.
Yeah. You can start at the top.
Psalms 37 at the top. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Yeah. Don't be envious of these devils, man. Their whole enterprise is based on them committing violence and deceit, witchcraft. All right, using usury upon people. All right, that's his whole enterprise, man. That's why it says in Sirach 10 and 8. Sirach 10 and 8, it says because of yep.
Yep.
Sirach,
That's a good scripture.
This is why we're not to be envious of them.
Sirach chapter 10 verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit,
Yep.
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, it's being translated. Okay? Esau is losing his power while Jacob is beginning to rise, man. Because the Lord's getting ready to give us the power again. All right? The scriptures say in Daniel that we shall take the kingdom. How are we going to do that? The Lord's going to give us the power to. But it's going to start with Yahweh and the angels coming back to basically knock this devil down so that he be in position to where we could just come and help the Lord stump his ass out, man. Finish him up.
Yep.
You know?
There's another one in that part.
You know how when you go against your enemy and then it take one person from your team to just give a solid blow that'll knock the person to their knees. You know, give them like a solid one, and that person actually gets weaker, like, oh shit, you know? And then that gives everybody else an equal playing field to get his ass, like equal up and like, oh shit, he's exposed now. Now we can really get this motherfucker. As soon as you get on the ground, oh, everybody over there stomping his ass out.
I've seen that happen.
You know?
Yeah,
So when Yahweh Shai comes back, he gonna take the big blow, and then the rest of us, we gonna get to work, man. And then we gonna go and round up, you know, these other nations, and we gonna put them in subjection, man. Hey, that's the throne of David, man.
Yep.
That what I just explained to you, that's how the throne of David is gonna be set up again. Because that's how it was set up in the ancient world.
There's another one, but I'm gonna read this one. This is Sirach chapter 9. No, this is 11, verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahweh and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord Yahweh on the sudden to make a poor man rich. There's another one. And I kind of, it's in Sirach, I believe. And it goes, be not envious of the devil or of the sinner or something like that.
Maybe not the glory of the sinner.
That might be it. That might be it. It's something of that, it's in Sirach, I believe.
What did you just read?
Sirach 11 and 21. Basically, it tell you don't be envious of the works of sinners or the works of something.
I thought the
That
brother
was
just
kinda
read
what I
that
just
in
read.
Psalms 37.
But it was one in Sirach. One in Sirach somewhere. It's in the Apocrypha. I think that's where it's at, but I don't know. Go ahead with it.
It's Psalms 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Right what you said, right? Yep.
No, keep reading. Yeah. There's a lot in that chapter. Yeah.
Let's continue. Trust in the Lord.
And really, this type of scripture is something that you would want to read if you ever get that spirit of, you know, and I wish I had it like that, you know.
I think we all
You know, I wish
sometimes think like
I wish
that.
I was, you know, driving nice shit. I wish I was living. I wish why these devils gotta live like that and I gotta live like this.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, man, don't envy these devils, man. Let them have this world. This world is you can't even enjoy. They ain't even enjoying this shit. That's why they keep searching for more.
Yeah.
You know, they want other planets, man.
They don't.
They ain't happy with just the Earth. That's why they just keep on digging and searching shit and just fucking everything up in the process. And trying to see whatever they can absorb and take and benefit and exploit.
That's why the
It
riches
is,
in
it
this.
is nothing for them. They don't even enjoy this,
Yeah.
man.
Riches in the society. That's why it's a curse. Because if you rich, you trying to always thinking who's trying to take your spot at the top, and that's how they thinking right now.
All these rappers say more money, more problems.
Yeah, that's in 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter. They that be rich, they fall into diverse temptations, a hurtful lust, and sorrows. You know.
And the script is another script that says, "Woe unto them that are rich, for they have received their consolation." Man.
Yep. That's Luke. Luke 6th chapter.
Yeah, I got something right quick. Sirach chapter 10, I'll stop at verse 27 and read down. I mean, it's beautiful right here, brother. It says, better is he that laboreth and aboundeth in all things than he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. My son, glorify thy soul in meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Who will justify him that sinneth against his own soul? And who will honor him that dishonoreth his own life? Here's the point down here. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? Right?
Yeah.
And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? This is going to be when that trading places event happens with Esau and Jacob.
I had a little quick too. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 8. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right.
Right. Yeah, because there's a payback coming to take it back from you. Hey, what was that? The devil wants his money back. He always wants his money back. He ain't just going to give you something and you ain't prospering in wickedness for him. He gonna, if you try to do right, anything, whatever you do, he gonna want it back. Because you didn't earn it in righteousness.
Yeah, I believe it was an Apostle Paul that said, I know both how to be abased and abound.
Yeah.
He also said, I forgot how the first part goes, but he said, but have a little and be content therewith.
Yeah, it's better have abundance and be troubled or something.
Oh, I had it. It's a Proverbs. I think it's that one.
No, it's Paul said one.
Okay,
But
well, this is
No,
Proverbs.
to be abased, no, to be abound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Ephesians.
Yeah.
Proverbs
Not
chapter
Ephesians, Philippians. Philippians is
That's
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith.
right. Yeah, because like you said, when you get that treasure, everybody want a piece of it.
Yeah.
Everybody around. The moment you get rich, everybody around you trying to figure a way to get some out of you, if not get it all.
Let's say you make $1 million, right? Uncle Sam is gonna come knocking right away, and he's gonna take that big chunk of it. You know?
And that thought that seduced you with that little ass skinny ass dress on to the club after you had a few drinks. She coming for that paper too. She gonna get you to fall in love with her, so she can get your ass over to the to the marriage.
California.
Yeah. So she can get that contract signed, so she can put her foot on your substance. So that's more money. And then she gonna get you to have her baby. So you just got trapped with a child. Now you got to pay spousal support when she divorces you.
Child support.
And child support.
Yeah, and the reason why Jakes that make a lot of money, why they pop these women and get them pregnant is because they know that without that money, these women would want nothing to do with them.
And they feel like by doing that, they'll keep them
around.
But it ain't gonna work.
So they're only trapping themselves. Because these women are gonna leave with the bag, and now you gotta pay $20,000 a month for child support.
That's a heavy tab, bro.
That's why I don't want to be. That's why I don't want to be rich in this world.
Hell no.
Hell.
I can't be rich
Too
in this
much
world.
deception and deceit and unrighteousness.
Plus, even with all that money, you still under the curse. That money ain't gonna stay unless you keep on doing what the devil, you know, like Jay-Z. He gonna stay on that in the what they call that the the Forbes.
Forbes list.
He gonna stay there because he's very consistent.
He's a high-paying slave.
You know, he's very consistent in serving the devil. He's a good boy. You know,
Yeah.
and all the other sellouts that live, you know, Puffy, all them clowns, man. But they're slaves to their deaths. All that money that they have, the luxury and the lifestyle that they live, they can't stop doing what they do. Esau taking it right back from them.
It's like they got all these millions.
Jay-Z will be right back at Marcy, man.
And he'll dig something up on him and put his ass in
Oh
prison.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
You know?
Large American nations owned by the same
Yeah,
families that own big like military.
I got some. This is Philippians chapter 4.
American military.
We'll stop at
Read about it.
10. It says, "But I rejoice in the Lord Yahweh greatly, that now at the last your care of me hath flourished again, wherein ye were also careful, but ye lacked opportunity. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, wherewith to be content. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need."
And because Paul actually went through those conditions while he was on his journey during the ministry. And either way, he knew that the Most High was looking out for him the whole time. As long as you're doing the right thing, the Lord is going to make sure he take care of you. Whether you doing bad or whether you doing pretty damn good. Okay? The Lord's still going to take care of his servants.
And what it say right here, "I can do all things through Yahweh Shai, which strengtheneth me."
Huh?
He knew that he wasn't going to starve to death because he knew he had a mission for Yahweh. Think about it. If whoever knew that they had to provide you, even the slave masters, right? They knew that they wanted you to dig these ditches and plow this field. They got to take care of you to a certain extent to keep you alive and keep you working to finish that goal that they want you
That's
to.
in the scriptures. And I think Revelation somewhere where they had to, take care of us.
Yeah.
Fed by the serpent.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
That's Revelation 12, I believe.
Yeah, come.
Ecclesiasticus 29:11. "Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold." Meaning, if you prosper your riches in righteousness, it'll breed more. But if you prosper in wickedness, it's gonna get taken from you. I think the brother brought about a couple of those proverbs about riches gotten by deceit. Did we read that one?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we read that, right?
It's about 10.
Yeah, I read it. Good, Ecclesiasticus 51:30. "Work your work bedtimes, and in his time he will give you your reward." Is that bedtime or beat time?
Beat time.
Oh, I said bedtime. Sorry. "Work your work betimes, and in his time he will give you your reward." Yeah, double up on your work, and he'll double up on your payment, man. If you're sowing it in righteousness, that's how. Hey, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't give a shit, man. Fuck the society and its education system. I graduated from a continuation school. The best thing I ever did was doing that because it was work at your own pace. Okay? And the good thing about working at your own pace is if you want to lollygag and not get it done, you don't have to. But when it came time to graduate, I said, I'm going to just go all out. And I'm going to just work everything I got so the last 2 weeks I can chill. And that's literally what happened. When I got to the end of my course, as far as the work that I was required to graduate, I knocked it out and sat back and just literally kicked it. Like, I ain't even, when I was telling the principal, like, I'm done. I'm waiting. As soon as you order my certificate, I'm out of here. Do I have to come tomorrow? Because I don't want to. She was like, no. It ain't gonna affect if you graduate your attendance record. Nobody, no. So some days I would just stay sleep in. For real. I only went up there to do art class when I felt like doing it. For real. That's kind of how this thing goes. But you just gotta go all out, and the Most High will reward you. Okay.
The Lord will look out for you. Like Matthew the 6th chapter. The Lord, he said what the birds they eat. The lilies of the field they get watered.
That was more you, right?
Come.
But Matthew,
He know what you have need of.
yep. Go straight to the point.
So
we're
hey,
talking 25.
when you come into this thing,
24.
you ought to like it's a guarantee you gonna come in and you gonna feel both sides, man. There's gonna be times when you working with a little something, you got it like that. There's gonna be times when you broke as a motherfucker, man. You know,
And it keeps you up.
God.
It keeps you up.
but you know how to deal with it. You know how to balance that, man.
Yeah.
You don't let that be the reason why you fall out. You don't let that tribulation get you, man.
God,
And that's really what it is that, the scriptures talk about, being in the furnace of adversity.
that affliction is test from the Most High. Yahweh Shem Shah.
I want to say this literally. If you ever feel like a lot of tribulation or something, adversity is coming upon you, get deep into the scripture, man.
Yeah.
Watch a lesson, do a lesson, pray, fast. All things are righteousness according to the book, man. To His word. And before long, it'll turn around. And like I said in Sirach 2, don't make haste to get out of it. But try to learn the point of what the Most High is showing you through it. And then learn to love that lower state, man. Learn to love that, man. Society tells you that you want to be comfortable. Learn to love being uncomfortable. I think Mike Oliver did a video on that.
Because it's like working out, man. Once you love the process of feeling the burn, man, you unstoppable.
Yeah,
You know?
the other part is easy. The good times are easy, you know. But dealing with that bad time, man, with that adversity, you acquaint yourself with dealing with adversity, man. You can damn near
Hey,
indestructible.
that's why the scriptures say better it is to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting, man.
It is.
Yep.
You know? Because while you in that mournful state, hey, you ready for anything, man. You like, oh well, it can get worse, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm about to deal with it.
Hey, but when you partying and bullshit,
You don't
hey,
want it to end.
exactly.
You don't want to come down off that high.
Hey, it's like in a regular party. We all been to a party where, we was younger. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, niggas start shooting shots. Now it's oh snap.
Party, yeah.
Yep. Hey, but you was in that
Mirthful
yeah,
spirit.
you was in that mirthful spirit, and it got shut at an instant, man.
Quick one. Sirach 11 and 25.
Yep.
In the day of prosperity, there's forgetfulness of affliction.
Yep.
And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
Yeah,
Right.
man, and you should be concerned with the moment that you're at, making sure you living that to the fullest in righteousness. But if you're bound, if you got it right, make sure that let me make sure I'm distributing it right. If you don't got it, okay, let me make sure that I'm not putting off a bad vibe about my condition. But that I'm attentive to the things that'll get me out of this situation. What did I miss? What did I forget? What did I do? But you're trying to, not that you're just trying to hurry up and get out of it, or what is it that I need to, that the Most High is trying to teach me and show me, and, that I can grow from this experience. And it's tough, man. Some of the things that are on the line in that state, the adversity you go through, shit you don't want to go through, man. But it is the situation at hand that you must needs to deal with.
That's the part of the Most High making us clean.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Purging us from all that.
Probably inconsistency or weakness or something in you in that area.
Con.
But he wants you to be 100% with him. No matter what.
And he wants you to become hardened in all aspects.
Grab
So that what? So that you can endure
Matthew.
everything that comes at you.
Matthew,
like
19.
if you keep taking shots to the same rib, at first it's gonna hurt like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But you keep working out and you keep taking hits to that same area, you're gonna start to get hardened to it, to where when you get hit that same area, you don't even
doing this.
yeah, you ain't even doing that. You just taking it like, hey, go, you know, hit me, you know. And then you work on another part of your body, you know what I'm saying, until you harden that part of your body, you know.
With that analogy, that's your spirit.
Yep.
The Lord wants to build you up. You could take everything, man. You could take going to prison. You'll get locked up, get thrown into jail. You could take your woman stepping out on you. You could take, you know, being broke, and you might have to go a long period of time, you know, trying to find a job or finding a hustle or whatever. There's gonna be different things that you're gonna be met with that's gonna try your spirit. That's that pressure, that's that fire that's being put to you. You know? You get into the military, there's a reason why they rough with you. By the end of that thing, you a hard motherfucker, man. And you don't even really fear like that, you know?
Right. Also, grab Romans 5.
Matthew 19 and 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren.
Like when you go to that account where it was like, follow, drop everything and follow me. You're like, but I got land to till. I just bought oxen. I just bought, you ain't ready for this. I just got married.
I gotta bury my
bury
father.
my father. Making all these excuses, right? Well, Most High wants you to have no excuses, but to just drop everything like those first disciples and just follow him straight way.
Yeah.
Say, fuck everything else. You the Lord. You speaking instead of the Most High. I'm with y'all.
Those first disciples saw the power of the Most High when they caught all those fish and their boats was sinking. After they docked, that was it. Follow the Lord.
With it, right?
Yeah. And you know they were making decent money, good money in the world.
And that seems like a hard task to give up. You want me to give up my boy? I think if we ask anybody, that's why I said it's harder for a rich man, a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because you know what tug of war he's gonna have on the inside to give up all that money, to distribute it into people that he don't know, that are part of the congregation, that'll be for the betterment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They actually put that to the test in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Matthew 19 and 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's
I
sake.
know Jakes right now that can't give up these things. They can't give up these things for their own life, let alone these things.
They can't even give up shrimp.
Yeah, certain foods. Like we didn't say stop eating. We said stop eating that shit. You know? Go ahead, huh?
Or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
He says his own life also. Actually, is that the one that is that Luke? That's the Luke. Probably Sean chapter 14, I think it's 26. That's the one I went to. 26.
Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother,
That means prefer. You know, me putting them before me. Okay?
Yeah, really, Yahushua is talking about your priorities right there.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's all he's really saying. You know?
Exactly.
If you prioritize your immediate family and possessions before this work, then you're not worthy to be my servant.
He lists all the necessities
Yeah.
of life that we believe are the things that make life what it is. But
Hey,
he's showing you that, but he's showing you that he is what makes life for you.
I mean, can your wife give you eternal life?
Thank you. Can she feed you?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what good is it?
In
What
family,
matter?
in
Yeah.
family.
That's what I said. What good is it for her to cook she can cook good if there's no food to cook.
And
The Most High provides that.
in the day of trouble, can your parents save you?
Right. Yeah. Most High can do all those things.
Yeah.
If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother, and his wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also.
His own life also, because some of you people don't give a shit about that, but yourself. And this is not a selfish, work that we're doing. This is a selfless work that we're doing. We have no names and no reputation. Our Lord didn't, our Master didn't even have a reputation, but He gave all the glory to the Most High. So we have to do the same thing, give it to Him and to the Most High.
That's right.
Plus we're in debt to Him.
Right.
So we do this. It's our duty to do it.
Check it out my mouth.
It says in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
You can't be a disciple, you can't get salvation. You can't get it. Now, go to that one. Start at verse. Just start at the top. I think I want to go down like 5.
Romans 5, chapter 1. Verse 1. Salakia. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with Yahweh through our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yeah, so with all the adversities being abound or abased, you still have peace through your faith that the Most High is going to take care of you because you're doing the work, doing the righteous work. That He said that He wouldn't forget your labors, that He would reward you for the work that you're doing, for this righteous work. Right?
By whom also we have access by faith into His grace, wherein we stand
That's right.
and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High.
Yeah, we rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. That's the payback or the payment or the reward that we get for putting in this work and dealing with all the adversities that come. Dealing with all the BS and losing wives and monies and jobs and situations and whatever else that we give up and sacrifice for this work, for doing this righteous work. Yeah?
And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also.
But we glory in the hard times and the adversity and the tribulations that come upon us. Go ahead, because it's going to say.
Knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
And if you go to Hebrews the 12th chapter, it tells you about how that chastisement or that adversity that the Lord will throw upon you. Hold it, go ahead and bring it out, right?
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. Actually, verse 5.
Yep.
And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh
Job 5 and 17.
unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord.
Yeah, the chastening comes as adversity. The scourge is for amendment and things of that nature. Okay? But when you was going to say it, go ahead. Huh?
Nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Uh-huh.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
Hey, and wouldn't you rather be in His good grace and correcting yourself? Hey, man, nobody's walking around here perfect. The Howard Shaw was the only one perfect, and he still got hit. You know, he still got in trouble, so to speak. He still had to do that. He didn't deserve it for the life he lived in, but he did it as a sacrifice for the entire nation to be back in good graces. Okay, so that's we alluding to that price that he was bought with. But go ahead,
And scourges every son whom he receiveth.
And He scourges every son whom He receiveth. Okay, He's correcting you so you can get back on the righteous path, so you don't get thrown into the congregation of the dead. Continue.
If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons.
Uh-huh.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
And like I said, the adversity that comes upon you, the trial by fire, the strange things, the temptations and adversity that you go through, this is how He purges you clean and puts you, makes you more pure in a righteous way. He gets rid of all the BS out of you. And the DeLorean time machine, right? We can put more for you. He will provide more for you. But He has to try your spirit to be in a righteous state to see if you're gonna fold or if you're going to hold strong for it. Go ahead, Alex.
But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers,
All the elect are partakers. You ain't going through this alone. This is what the elect have to go through. You got to go through this chastisement. Okay, go ahead.
then are ye bastards and not sons.
You know, you bastards and not sons. Go back to that third verse, brother.
Romans chapter 5 and verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also.
So you got to glory in chastisements and rebukes and tribulations and adversity and trial by fire, because that's how you know the Heavenly Father dealing with you. But it brings forth the peaceable fruit. Didn't it say that in there? Was a peaceable fruit? Basically, it builds you up into being somebody better, into being more refined, and it humbles you also.
Yeah,
Because
that
knowledge
is
puffed
Hebrews
up.
12.
It was, right? And you don't have to get it. But it builds you up to where you're on a certain level, but it also keeps you humble. And that's part of also what Paul was talking about. He remained humble in whatever situation he was in. He didn't curse his maker for being through adversity too hard, and he didn't get too prideful, or he didn't get prideful when he was lifted up. Go ahead, Al.
Verse, I'm still on verse 3.
Yeah, come.
Knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Tribulation worketh patience, and patience means to suffer. You got to deal with that, and you know, like right now, think about it. If we're given the knowledge of the kingdom of heaven, we know that we're kings upon the earth, and we're the ruling class, and we should be super beings, but we got to walk around here with bad backs, bad knees, the worst living situations, maybe not the worst, but bad living situations. Not the best living situation, should I say. But you have the knowledge of things to come, but you have to suffer with that information and just hold on to it as the situation continues to worsen that you're living in. That's hell. Okay? But if you suffer patiently, the Father will reward you. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And patience, experience, and experience.
And in patience, you gain experience out of this. Now you know that you can deal with these type of adversities. You know why these adversities will come upon you, and you know how to get through them, and you expect it. Kariah told me something that the brother in D.C. Monaghan, the elder where Monaghan told him. He said, when things is going good, I start praying, because I know it's about to get bad. I know it's coming already. I already know it's coming. And it's a natural thing when it's bad to begin to pray, or it should be, you know. But a lot of people forget that when things is good, that you don't just sit up there and be dancing. No, let me thank you, and and also ask him to prepare me for what's about to come on me next.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And patience, experience, and experience, hope.
And experience hope. Because now that you've been through it, you can expect it, because the word hope goes to expect. You can expect the next time something, and you can also expect to get through it. You want to say something?
That word experience means to try out. So you've been tried in many different scenarios or different situations. So you haven't going through that trial already. You already know what the outcome is to be expected.
Yeah, but you can make it.
But you dealt with it, so it's like, all right, well, this is what I got to deal with. That's my lot.
So when this happens, I know to do this. When this happens, I know to do that.
And you're supposed to be learning from every experience. Man.
Right. Yep.
That way you know how to apply wisdom.
Yeah. And that's why don't make the same mistakes twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody has time. The Most High don't have time. If you keep out teaching the same things, if you keep backsliding on the same mistakes, man. When you backslide, that proves you haven't repented from it.
That's why the most effective instructors are the most hardest, strictest instructors. The ones that go hard on you, and it might even seem to the fact like, man, I don't think he liked me.
Usually,
If it's like that, then hey, man, he's a hell of a good instructor, man.
Yeah.
He actually loves you.
And if
He's trying to make you perfect.
That's right.
He's trying to make you perfect.
And they see the ability in you to live up to that.
Yeah.
To live up to that level, that you can handle that level of it. That's coaches do that all the time.
Then you'll be afraid to fuck up. So you try to get it right every time.
Verse 5, and hope make it not ashamed.
And hope makes you not ashamed of being abased, of being abound, or whatever situation that you're in, that you can deal with. But you're not ashamed about being on the bottom now, because you know you're fighting with the Halabash and El Shah. You know he got you on your reward if you're chosen of him. Okay?
Because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts.
Yes, because the love of the Most High is set abroad in our hearts. How do you know that? Because he brought you through that and he built you up with it. Okay? And that's the point that you now, after he dealt with you in that regard and through those steps, tried you with everything, you endured and you made it through, guess what? Now you're a better creature, you're a better person now. You're built up.
Just gonna finish it off. Because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us.
The Holy Ghost that was given unto you, the Spirit will now deal with you, and now it's pointing out, don't make that mistake again. Use that wisdom from that experience. Boom. You don't fall for that no more. Like a video game. You're playing, and then I fell in the pit right there. Now you know to jump over that pit that's right there. You know that this boss is gonna hop out and try to snatch you or beat you up or whatever. But you know when certain things are coming and how to handle them when they show up. What was the research on that?
I had a quick one. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 17. The book of Ecclesiasticus 4 and 17. It says, for at the first she will walk with him by the crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him.
Right, and this is talking about wisdom, man. It says, for at first you walk with them, man. What else, man?
Walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him.
Adversity, tribulation.
Yep.
You know? Affliction.
And torment him with her discipline.
Hey, because he was restricted, man. Hey, that discipline is those bounds that we was just talking about.
And a lot of Jake don't want to be bound, even by things that are good for you.
And that's why the Lord said what he said. He said, if you will not deny yourself, you cannot be my disciple. That means that you got to have discipline to be a student of the Lord, man. Because you're going to be put through different tribulations, different obstacles. And it's not going to be easy. That's why it says what? Enter ye at the straight gate.
Right.
All right? Meaning what? The path of difficulty. It says, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
That you ain't going to falter, that you're going to hold strong and keep your integrity, your dignity in your Halabash.
Hold fast that which is good.
It says, then
it's like that you're going to apply it, that wisdom that you've been learning to the proper situations and times.
It says, then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets.
Now that you learn that path, when she trusts you, she's going to meet you, like I said in the 6th chapter, she's going to meet you at every turn to no great travail.